Welcome back, everybody. This is Siamko with CoGamers.net, and we're playing Creativerse again. I say that like as if I'm not enjoying this game, and to be honest with you, I am madly in love with this game. Today, in this episode, I wanted to kind of go over something really quick. We had originally built, in a farm tutorial that I had done, farming tutorial that I had done, it built this over here. This is a single chunk. It's 16 by 16 including the fences, garden. So that's one chunk. But if you put in the fences, then it makes it 14 by 14, which is interesting, because if it's 14 by 14 and like you want to go and make seeds, right? So then that's going to be what's it? 28, 42. Is that right? 42 seeds. So in any case, right? It's 7. So the point that I'm trying to make, and I'm like tripping over my own tongue here, is if you make that garden to where the inside space is 14 by 14, and each row and each crop that you plant 3 rows of it, then you literally only have to do this. You can come in here and just fill up one processor like that, and you'll have the perfect amount of seeds every time. It's great. I'm processing too many of those seeds, but that's okay. So we'll just go ahead and... Can't believe I like completely tripped over my tongue there. It was horrible. But, you know, it happens. It's not that big of a deal. Let's get our wheat. Also in the last episode we found horned melons in the jungle. So we've got the seed starters going for that. We'll go ahead and put our food. Oh man, we've got lots of lettuce. Look at this. We are like rolling in the food. Holy smokes. We're going to need to process some of that into actual food, I think, soon. Let's put some of this away. Oh, and look, brown mushrooms. We're like tripping over ourselves with brown mushrooms, too. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Try to, at least. We're going to let those seeds over there process, and then do a little bit of this inventory management while those are processing. And then we're going to go out and we're going to plant them and do a little correction on the garden. It's not really a correction. It's just we started off with planting 2 rows of everything. Now we're to 3 rows, and we're just going to shift half the garden to one side and put a path right down the middle. It's going to make it look nice. So it'll be good. Let's see, Feral, that. Where's those? Here. Gosh, just loots everywhere. You know, I actually read something on one of the forums. You're going to hear my dogs clicking around on the hardwood floor behind me. I actually read on one of the forums where some guy was complaining, saying that this game was too difficult, it took too long. It took too long to gather any kind of materials, and that he got bored with it. Now, I don't know what game he was playing, but I can tell you right now, you get a ton of stuff if you just play. It's not going to be just handed to you, but I mean, look at this. It's full, full, almost full, almost full, almost full. Some of this stuff is kind of duplicates. Let's try to get rid of some of this and get it organized. There's times whenever I'm in a hurry and I just kind of run in and I'm like, yeah, just put this down. So that we can get in and get out as quick as possible. Whoop, whoop. Wrong button. Don't want the caps lock on. Let's shut that off. Slime there. Let's see. Leather. Feral crazy hide. This goes there. Still hear one of our processors running. It should be done soon. Put that put up. Look at this. Like sinew, just ugh. There's just stuff everywhere. Literally, it's everywhere. I've got so much stuff. I've got to the point now where I've got so much stuff that I'm like destroying things like all the time. Because I'm just like, I don't want any more. It's ridiculous. I've got too much. Too much stuff. Okay. So, 42. That was the magic number from my brain hemorrhage earlier. So, back to the farm. Back out here to the garden. Now, see what happens whenever you leave your garden. If you don't have crops planted on tilled ground, it's going to turn to dirt and it's going to grow back into grass eventually. So you need to make sure that you keep it tilled up. Okay. So we'll start with our wheat because that's what we got in our hand. And you'll see that 42, see, there's 14 left. So that means, boom, perfect. 3 rows. All you got to do is fill up the processor and you'll have the perfect amount of seeds for this garden right here, which I think is great. Need you to get out of the way, buddy. Thank you. Let's see. Oop, missed one. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. So there, here's our horn melons. They're growing. So then there's going to be another one that's going to go here. And then we're going to have to till this ground up for 1, 2, and this will be 3, and then we're going to pick these, oh, why does that not seem right? Or do we do 4? Let's see, wheat, horn melons, radishes, or turnip, sorry, lettuce, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, okay, so then we'll end up with 2 left over, a path of 2 in the middle. That's okay, that's fine. I was just like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have a path of 2 in the middle, which is fine. So we can do this one of 2 ways. I'm gonna do this. Alright, I'm gonna pull these out just to kind of mark where we're at so I don't lose track again, because my brain's not functioning properly today for whatever reason. And then we'll put our lettuce, we'll start it here. There we go. Remember whenever you're tilling your ground, so, oop, whenever you're tilling your ground, so that you don't have a funky pattern. Unless you want a funky pattern, just always go the same direction. You can go back and rotate it. This guy's bound and determined of standing in front of me. You can go back and rotate it if you want, but it's just easier just to do it this way. Just make sure you do it right the first time. I've been watching War Never Changes in his Creativerse playthroughs. I've actually watched all of his videos. And whenever he first started off, he was really like positive and upbeat and everything about Creativerse. And then as it kind of went on, I don't want to say he turned into a whiner, but it really seemed like he was whining like every day, complaining about something new that he wished that they would change about the game. But to add to his, what he called in one of his episodes, the wine list, I'd like to see an upgrade for the plow. I can see the plow being just like a mining cell, but maybe differently, like different features. Like maybe this is the first plow and it does like this situation here. Maybe the next plow has a feature where you can like it goes faster, so you can plow faster, like twice as fast. And then maybe have a plow that does like maybe a 2x2 square instead of just a single square. That might be interesting to do. I don't know, just some ideas, you know. Because plowing, I mean, it's 5 seconds per block. You can spend a lot of time plowing the ground if you're not careful. So I think one of our pigsies might be ready to give us some goods. I don't know. Let's look. Nope. Check it out. We've got 2 gold keepas, 2 blue keepas, and then we've got this right here. This is for silver keepas. We just got to get them. But yeah, so now what kind of blocks can we make for paths? Here we go. Natural stone path. What do we need for that? Okay, so we need 28 of those. So we're gonna have to go with 32. Okay, so natural stone paths. Oh, and of course it's freaking nighttime. There's times whenever like the day-night cycle doesn't bother me, like I never notice. And then there's times whenever it just seems like it's like chronically nighttime. Just kicking back and relaxing. Here we go. Let's get this done with. And then we'll put in, don't fall in the hole. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy. Driving me crazy. This guy. I don't know about that path. Like, it looks kind of crappy, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't look that great. I don't know. What do you think? Anybody who's watching these videos, What do you think? I don't know about this. I don't know about this stone, natural stone path thing. I don't really care for it much. It kind of doesn't look very good. But we'll see. We'll leave it here for now. Maybe we can find something else that'll look better, but for right now, this is what we got. But, gosh, that kind of looks like crud. But, whatever. Okay, so... but that's it. So the garden is coming along pretty well. We need a couple gates here. What do we need? What do we need for gates? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 gates. We'll pull this out, pull this out. We'll go 1 here, 1 there. Please tell me that they can't actually climb over gates. Because if animals can climb over gates, then I'm going to have to rethink my entire barn design. This is a good spot to like demonstrate part of that rotate tool that's here in Creativerse. So you need to be on, if you look in my bottom right, I've actually got my mining cell selected, and that's where you really need to, it's where you need to be able to rotate. So what I want to do is I want to put it to where the hinges are both on the outside. So I got this hinge on the outside. If you see these hinges right here, they're on the outside. Well, I want these hinges to be on the outside as well. So in order to do that, I'm going to hold R. And whenever I hold R, if you notice, then I can drag my mouse and I can rotate it. Now, since this is a gate block, it's only going to let me rotate it horizontally. I can't like rotate it vertically, but I can just flip it around, boop, and then that's there. Now, if you notice, like in the center, the rotate tool is that was an alarm telling me the episode should be over, but I want to finish this up real quick. Let's see. So the rotate tool in the center now looks like it's got a padlock on it. Wow. Check them out. Check them out. I haven't actually ever seen this happen in person. So those musical tones are the plants growing. I've known that, but I've just not actually ever seen this happen. What's up with this guy? He's like, I'll grow later. So anyway, once you've rotated something, then it kind of goes into this locked situation. And that way, every one of that item that you put down after that is going to be in that orientation. And if you want it gotten rid of, you can just hit R again, and then it unlocks it. So that you can go back to what you're wanting to do. So this one outside, this one here, we want to rotate. So we want to, there we go. And then, so now when we open up our gate, I wish they kind of would all switch. Oh, you know what? That one that was over here that didn't grow, remember we were placing down the seeds and I was like, oops, missed one, and I had to go back and put it down? That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. So then these should be growing pretty soon then. To this next stage. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, you know, learning a little bit more about what I consider to be like the perfect garden. It's just one more little bonus of using this method of gardening, is it makes it easy to process seeds and know exactly how many you're going to need. If you like the episode, please, you know, give it a thumbs up. Come and see us at cogamers.net. Oh, here we go. Come see us at cogamers.net. Join us in Creativerse. Search for cogamers.net. The password for the Thadriel world is 5507. We'd love to see you here. And until the next episode, we'll see you then.